Hey everyone, how are you all? If my face looks familiar, but the name of my channel is different, it's because I have changed my channel name because I feel like it would suit me better. This video, we're talking about 2025. I don't want to wrap up 2024. I want to leave 2024 in the past. It was a very stressful year for me, and I don't even want to look back at my reading, honestly, even though I had a similar reading year to 2023 where I had so many 4-star reads, pretty much enjoyed a very great majority of the books I read. I don't want to look back on it. I really don't. I want to go forward with a fresh start, a fresh peace of mind, a clear mind, a clear, decluttered, less stressy mind. Going back to why I changed my channel name, I just feel like having my name in front of something just does not suit me. I don't mind having my name. Please excuse the weather. It is very freaking horrible. It's like cloudy, partly cloudy, gloomy weather, so it's gonna really be fucking up my camera settings. I just feel like having this damn weather, I tell you. I just feel like having your name attached to something, I feel like you have to be a specific type of person. I don't think that person's me. Probably is just my insecurities, but I just think the book Titan just sounds better. I like that it's going to suit my content a little bit more moving forward. And the content I'm talking about, books, like reading vlogs, etc. And also manga, which is why the word Titan, which relates back to Attack on Titan, which is the first manga series I ever read in 2023 and blew me out of the water. I just thought it was one of the best things I've ever read. So books and manga, books being the book and Titan being Attack on Titan relating back to manga, I just think it'll help out in the long run. I will talk about it a little bit more in 2024 goals. The reason why I kind of want to leave 2024 back in the past, and I will touch a little bit upon it here now, is about my really big life update, which is my parents and I are building a house together. It'll be like a dual living situation, so it's like two houses, I guess you could say, in one. It's like a granny flat situation, dual living areas. So I will have my own area for it's my own place, it's my own house. And also my parents will have their house, their side of the house. And the financial strain, the financial stress, and just the stress in general to take the big leap into doing something like this, oh my god, I could not focus. I'm really still so proud of how many books I read in 2024 considering how stressful it was. I ended up reading 55 books in 2024. So reading those amount of books and still having a lot of stress, I was really proud of myself. And considering I did not even read anything in September because I was in Italy for that month, I still read a decent amount. But yeah, that is the big life update. And I feel like my content is going to be better moving forward as well because it'll be me. I will be a bit more freer to film. Not that I'm not already in this house, but it'll just be different because I'm nearly 30. I need my own space, and me going out to rent with the wage I have now, like the wage I have now is not bad, but it's not exactly the best for me to move out on my own, which is why we're doing this. So it's big and stressful. And they have started building the house, and August is the loose date that they have said that they are projecting to finish, which is so exciting. It really is. I've never ever thought something like that, building a house, would be possible. And building a house is like cheaper than renting at the moment. It's pretty ridiculous, honestly. But good ridiculous. Anyway, enough of the big life update because that was pretty much it. Let's talk about, now let me get my notes ready. Let's talk about, if I can actually move my fingers. Now that we've caught up a little bit, let's talk about 2025 reading goals and also channel goals. So, you know Goodreads, how they always say at the beginning of every new year, you get to pick the number of books you want to read in the year. Like I failed last year. I failed 2024. Out of the 72 books I wanted to read, I think it was 72, I only read 55, so it was a bit of a fail. And I really felt the stress, I felt the pressure to read a shit ton of books, and like I said, last year was not possible. Still read a decent amount of books, it was just not possible. So I set my reading goal to 1. I just want a bit more freedom with reading and not have to force and push myself to read an X number of books. 1 can easily be done. And I've seen a few people do this before where they only set their reading goal to 1 and they had a much better time with reading. I had read this one, honestly. Like, I don't know what I was thinking writing some of these goals, I really don't. But my next one was to get back into reading fantasy, hashtag, or like / whatever the thing is, my year of Brandon Sanderson. I've wanted to read his books for a couple of years now. It's never happened because something has always happened, life is always happening, and just never got around to it. I've wanted to read his books for a while, and ever since book 5 in the Stormlight Archive series, Wind and Truth, came out, I have a bit of FOMO because there is so much hype surrounding this author, and I'm missing out. I'm missing out, and I want to read books. I do miss fantasy. I really do miss the big chunky, use your brain fantasy. And hopefully this will be my year of finally reading Brandon Sanderson books. Another thing I actually did last year in 2024, there were some moments where I just picked up a book willy-nilly. I read what I was in the mood for. I read what I felt in my gut, what I had a really good gut feeling about that I feel like I would really enjoy. And you know what? I rated those books really highly. This one is to be more intentional with buying books. Like I said, I'm building a house. There's going to be a little bit of financial stress with that. I do want to get a library card. I did have a look around my library. I also looked on my city council website through their ebook catalog, and I'm really impressed with the selection that they have. So pretty much my library I want to use for books and authors that I've read from before, but I don't want to spend the money if I don't like it. Oh my gosh, what book can I use as an example? I read the book Ripper by Shelley Burr. I really enjoyed that book. I really surprisingly enjoyed that book. At the same time, I don't know if I would, but see, I feel so nasty when I say I don't want to buy a book from that author even though I have enjoyed the book from her or them before. But it's also bookshelf space, isn't it? It's about money and bookshelf space and knowing what books I want to get from the library that I've really enjoyed from before, or if I'm not sure I will enjoy an author, or if I'm not sure if I will enjoy a book from an author, it will be like a trial run. So yeah. I'll use the library for books or authors I'm not sure about that I don't want to waste my money on if I buy the book and don't like it. And also from authors that I like but I don't necessarily want to keep on my shelves. Yeah, I think I sorted that out because I wasn't sure how I wanted to go about the library card thing, but no. I think I just sorted it out for myself. Another thing with the intentional buying of books is to sample a book before I buy the book. Either go to a bookshop, pick up a book that sounds interesting, read a chapter, read a couple of pages, and if I like it, buy it. If not, keep it there. And also Apple Books, or I think they just call it Books on Apple. You can sample a book before you buy it. That's going to be a really, really good way as well for me to save a bit of money. And also, the last one with the intentional buying of books is to buy books that are a little bit cheaper, that have a good special going on. That's pretty self-explanatory. I don't need to over-explain that. And also, ebooks are a little bit cheaper than physical books, although I have noticed some ebooks are like $24, and I'm thinking to myself, excuse me, why are you expensive for? I have no idea. The last one we're going to be talking about for the book category of this video is to use my Kindle app a little bit more. I say Kindle app because it's free. I have it on my iPad. And the thing with the Kindle app is that you can't look at the books that you have saved on your library. And it's kind of annoying for me. And you can't buy books from the Kindle app either. So I'm going to have to... It's easy to download a book from the Kindle app. You just got to go onto your computer, download the book that way, and then sync it from your account on your laptop or computer, whatever it is, and sync it to the app on your iPad, on your phone, whichever you have. And I've noticed Kindle books are cheap. Kindle books are cheap, which is good for me. And there's also a lot of indie self-published books on there. There's a lot of books that I just don't get in Australian bookstores, that I don't even get on Apple iBooks. Let's get into the channel goals. Like I have said, I do want to do a second channel. Wait, did I say that earlier on in this video? I don't know, but I will repeat myself like I always do. Manga channel. 2023 was my year of manga, and I thought 2024 was going to be as well, but alas, like I said, I had a lot going on in my mind. And 2025, I do want to do a manga channel and get back into that slowly. I had thought about doing booktuberish type of reading trends and incorporate that into manga, and I don't know if that's going to work. It may work. I may do one or two that are kind of similar, like try a volume, try a chapter, yada yada, how many manga can I read in 24 hours kind of thing. What I think I'm going to do for series, I think I want to do like the arcs, because I know a lot of manga series have arcs. And arcs are like, they're kind of like seasons, aren't they, the arcs? They're kind of like seasons. That's how I'm going to look at it. So, okay, I'm just gonna give an example. Like for Jujutsu Kaisen, the Shibuya incident arc, I'll read like all the chapters, all the volumes in that arc, make a reading vlog out of it, kind of thing. And YouTube is not very kind to you in the algorithm with too many specific niches, unless you have a shit ton of followers, and I'm talking about like millions of followers, they'll be okay with it. Most booktube channels are a little smaller, so you have to stick within that niche. And I know some booktubers that I follow do also have a second manga channel, and that is inspiring to me to know to have the two, because I know a lot of people in the bookish community do not read manga, but there are some that do, and I really like the idea of having different passions, different reading tastes, and I want to incorporate that more, because when I incorporated that in 2023 with Attack on Titan, I don't know if some of those videos did well, because no other book I read in 2023 lived up to Attack on Titan. That was seriously some of the best books I ever read in 2023. So I kind of want that separation as well to also help out my channel. There's like this bookish channel and also the manga channel. I don't know how often I want to upload on that manga channel, because I want my book channel to be like the main focus, but I do want to also focus on the manga channel as well. Bringing back weekend reading vlogs. There's a lot of shit that went down at work that I'm not allowed to talk about because of HR crap and all that kind of stuff. And it came to be that I now have a weekend off. I am filming this video on a weekend, on a Sunday. I have Sundays off now, so a nice little weekend reading vlog here and there would be really nice to do from time to time in between the vlogs that are taking a little bit longer to film. It'll be really nice, really fun, chill, casual, and I'm hoping to do more of that in 2025. This one, I don't know if I want to do anymore, and I'm talking about monthly wrap-ups. Me and wrap-ups do not get along anymore. I'm slowly starting to get back into the habit of watching them again, but me sitting down and talking about a book that's not in a reading vlog, like having to wait until like the end of the month to film my reviews and my feelings towards a book, that just sounds like a lot of stress to me, because I hardly did a reading wrap up in 2024, and I know some other booktubers don't either. Like I'm saying, I'm kind of talking about some other booktubers because they kind of inspire me, like, hey, you don't have to necessarily do these staples or whatever. I don't have the mental energy to I have the mental energy to read, don't get me wrong. I don't have it when it comes to wrap-ups. We just don't get along anymore, we're not best friends. I had thought about filming my reviews for these wrap-ups separately, like finish a book, write down my notes for it, and then a couple of days after finishing off the book, to then sit down, film. That way it's easier for me to cut, edit, and film the wrap up, just like split it up like that. But I don't think I want to do that either. It's just not going to work out for me. So I don't think, I'm honestly making the decision now, wrap ups are not going to happen. It really drains my mental energy. It really freaking does, because I feel like my brain has moved on from that book and I want to read other books that I'm excited about. And I will incorporate some things like writing down notes and stuff, because it will be nice to reflect on the books that I have read. Just sitting down and filming just does not excite me. It fills me with dread. At the point of filming this, I don't currently have a Bookstagram, but I do want to. I may do some wrap-ups on there because they do seem a bit easier to do. It's just, in my brain and my mind, it just feels easier to just sit down and film a reel for my wrap-up. So I might go that way. To go to Bookstagram again, I do want to be more involved in the community, be more involved in book clubs and such. Yeah, I just want more chill. I want to be more involved. I want to get out of my comfort zone, get out of my little shy little turtle shell. That's it. That's the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. What's your 2025 year going to look like? And I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.